What's happening, peoples? It's your boy Ice Blue and my man Black Ice, Black and Blue, back at you once again for the 2019 and beyond. What's good, partner? How's it been, brother?
Good, man. Starting off in 2019 right?
Yeah, man. It's a few topics we gonna hit on today.
Oh.
Let's talk about your president, that orange haired dude, you know, that Cabozo. Donald.
Agent Orange.
Yeah, Agent Orange. You know, he served them boys at that Clemson something good at McDonald's, man. But, you know, he gave them that fast food, you know, that run into the bathroom, but hell, shit. But, you know, as crazy as that sound, and you see the media wave taking over and everything, don't nobody ever say about the NCAA exploiting them boys, man, and making billions of dollars for them country, for them colleges, and then they make it like, oh, we giving you an education. Man, as much money y'all generated, even if the education was worth $300,000 or $400,000, they done made that thing, each star player done made that back 20, 30 times over. Y'all getting rich, and ain't nobody saying about that, but you know, they giving them hamburgers. And yo, Clemson, salute y'all. You know me, I'm a diehard Gator fan, but you know, y'all did y'all thing. Respect to you. Y'all deserve some lobster steak and everything, but it's a whole bigger picture than what social media got y'all fooled, man. What you saying, Potty Pump?
Well, besides your point, I just feel like we are still so sour that he's the president. So I feel like even if he would gave him a 5-star meal, y'all would have found something to complain about that he did wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at the point, like, okay, no matter what he do, I get it. You don't like him, he's evil, he racist, I get it. But
right.
At the same time, I feel like, okay, we ain't going to get over it. He been in office over 2 years now. Like,
right.
Come on, man. Y'all still salty that Obama not president anymore. You know what I mean? So, like, first of all, I was kind of salty. I mean, I'm kind of, like, upset about that. I'm like, yo, get over it.
Right.
But to your point, you know, y'all so focused on the meal, you know, y'all ain't think about the bigger picture. Y'all keep letting the media, you know, direct your priorities. You know what I mean?
Right. That's true.
You know, because, like, every time you hear about a student get a little bit of money, the media slams them, then y'all slam them. You know what I'm saying? But these boys be starving. But, you know, it's at one point, not only they taking our players from our hood and making billions of dollars off their backs for free, and what the HBCUs left with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there was a time where some of the legends came from HBCU.
Like that Black Magic documentary, it's kind of like if you look at how they say segregation or integration ruined the black businesses. They basically, have you ever seen that documentary Black Magic? It's real dope, but it basically talked about how great the black NCAA, CIAA tournaments and all that were back then, and they took all the talent pool, and then they went to all these big white schools and universities and making them billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. And a lot of these black schools are falling to the wayside, going, they ain't got no money. They took all the talent, you know, and really at HBCU for a lot of prominent athletes, it's an afterthought this day and time. When one time it was like the main show to really exploit, not to put a spotlight on your greatness, and then the white boys had to take and look from these football teams and colleges and baseball organizations. But you know, it is what it is.
Walter Payton, Jerry Rice came from HBCU.
Mm-hmm. What's my man, big boy, the big mouth, Terrell Owens,
yeah. Steve McNair.
Yeah,
it's a very small college, and you know he was like the Vic before Vic.
Right.
I mean, for our Russian quarterbacks. So, but yeah, we won't see it nowadays.
Super Bowl champ.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But y'all so caught up in like people so caught up in the meal, like fast food meal. Like, who cares? Like, you know,
right.
Those boys still go home hungry. You know what I'm saying?
It's sad when you see the documentaries and the stories, and you know they take a little bit of money or they get something. You know, maybe it's a suit or whatever, or some real money. But, you know, these people back home, their families is destitute. People see you playing on national TV, they think you got money. Your mom may be on Section 8 or not and still trying to make rent. You got maybe 6 brothers and sisters. You don't need that money just for show. You need that money to take care of home, and then you wonder why these kids go so pro. You don't want to take no chance playing no 4 years.
Right.
And get hurt.
Right.
And then you back in the hood, and then, oh, he was this and he was that, man. That's not a good life, you know.
Yeah.
Keep it 100, man.
Yeah, I think we had to get over it the fact that we have Trump as president too, man. Because people could still complain about it as if life was great when Obama was there. No, it was still effed up then too. You know what I mean? So
right.
Like it's one thing to complain about it, and it's another thing you're gonna do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
And too often we just complain, and now you better go to a whole new campaign season, and nothing changed for the way how we think or how we process things. We still spend our money the same way.
And it's crazy is it's you got Republicans and you got the Democrats. That's pretty much the political scheme of it is. It needs to change totally 100%. It needs to just be turned up, mix all the pieces up. But if you're going with their whole Republican and Democrat strategy, if that's the thing, I ain't seen nobody out there yet that can beat Trump.
So it's
almost looking like it's gonna be 8. I mean,
if he decides he want to run again,
he's running again.
Yeah.
Believe that shit. His ego. Come on, don't believe that. His ego. He would not run.
Yeah, but I said the same thing. I haven't seen, as much as I don't like him, I haven't seen any other candidate that can pour the money he can to run in the general election and beat him.
And the thing is, if you're gonna look at it, look at Hillary's mistake. She thought she had it just because.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then people was like, "Well, I don't really fuck with you." And then vote. And old boy walked in there. He strolled in.
And she talking about running again. I don't know if she can do that again or not. I heard she thinking about it. But and again, she may end up being the top candidate because the Clinton dynasty or the legacy, she can still pour the money more than anybody else that I've seen so far to run.
And I hate to say this, I didn't know they announced that Kamala Harris was running was gonna throw her name in the presidential candidate. Don't want to shortcome her, but you need somebody that's gonna beat Trump. Just keeping all the way 100, not to take anything away from her. Not about her being a woman, not about her being black. You gotta need somebody that can, pull
the money.
Yeah, that can go in there and slugfest with them.
Yeah.
And then what you think about her, man? What's your views on it? I mean, it's kind of still early. Maybe you don't have any, but what you thinking?
Well, I didn't know that much about her before she announced it. So I just did a little research of my own, and I know her by being a prosecutor in California, and I have a personal belief that anybody running for that type of office is not really gonna be for us. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the Black Panthers did more for the black community on the ground than what a black person can do in the Oval Office.
Women and children, WIC. I mean, that's how white people are eating off of food stamps now, which your man Trump is trying to cut.
Yeah.
That's a Black Panther thing, you know what I'm saying?
Head Start,
yeah.
You know what I mean, a Black Panther thing. So I did feel like, because at the end of the day, people, I think we was like delusionized the 8 years that Obama was in office. We actually thought things were better, and it really wasn't better at all. It could have been worse for us in a sense, because we went through the whole era of black men getting gunned down, unarmed black men getting gunned down. That happened on his watch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And and how many people got persecuted or went to jail? How many cops go to jail under his watch for that?
Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did he do? Like, on that, I remember he gave us a town hall meeting, and that was it. You know what I mean? It was no laws change, no cop went to jail for any of those killings or anything. So, I'm a little bit skeptical of anyone who wants to run for that office anyway. You know what I mean? And you trying to say it's for us. Because I feel like you really are for us. You would know that you can do a lot more on the ground level than you do for playing the white man's game.
Right. And I was looking on Facebook earlier. It's early on. You weigh your opinions and what different people are saying. Obviously, I was looking on Facebook. It was a young lady. I don't know if we can say her name. We bleep it out later or whatnot. If not, her name was Shanita Hubbard, and she said, "A black woman announced her run for POTUS today, and I wish I was more excited. My thoughts on prison reform have been clear and consistent, which is why Kamala Harris gives me a pause. Her policy history includes supporting 3 strikes, a truancy policy that threatened parents with 1 year of incarceration, and my personal fave, she worked to block the release of nonviolent offenders from overcrowded prisons on the grounds that if they got parole, prisons would be losing important labor pool. I still see red when I think about that. So yes, this HBCU grad and a member of the D9, I don't know if that's Delta or not, gives me pause. I will wait and see how this plays out while I remain informed, because my people cannot afford to be excited based on symbolism again. Kind of like what you just said on symbolism again. And I thought that was an interesting perspective on that. I was like, well, damn.
And I did do some research on her, and it is true about the whole 3 strikes rule, that her position on that. And I thought it was interesting that she was so hardcore and hard pressed on that. But it was I can't think of the guy's name, this white guy's name, but she gave this white guy a pass, did not persecute him, and then he turned back around and made a donation to her party after that. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, it's their game. It's politics. Politics is a game.
Right.
So it's like I'm real skeptical of thinking that you had good intentions for us running for that type of office, because you're like, well, why would you even want that type of office to do that?
Right.
So, but like you said, man, I mean, it's still early. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as of now, I mean, and then she been playing the game for a while because she was a prosecutor. You in the DA office, like you play their game. You know what I'm saying?
Prosecutor. You know how many people, not black, white, whatever. Their game is to send people to jail, whether they innocent or not, whether they know it. I remember, they said like Hillary Clinton. I forgot, it was some case. It was some guy that raped this young child. But y'all ain't bang on Hillary like y'all banged on her. Y'all let her get a pass, and she was the prosecutor. And I forgot her comments was like, they won or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And all we saying, ain't no love over here for R. Kelly, so don't come with that. Yeah. All we saying is we get them all.
Yeah. It's a conviction rate they try to maintain. Right. You know what I mean, and at the end, and that she was part of the office because that was all about. Because even the 3 strikes thing, if that 3rd strike is a misdemeanor, from my understanding, they go to jail for good. I mean, and that's really some bull. You know what I mean? That's some BS. You know what I mean? So like you said, yeah, so many. And then for what I read, like I said, I'm not sure it's confirmed or not. They were saying like 60% of them in California, the 3rd strike was like minor offenses. It wasn't violent offenses at all. So if she going for that, then like that's just some type of person she is too. But like I said, I'm not saying, oh, yeah, she bad, she shouldn't do it. Like I said, it's still early. She just announced it today, I believe. Yeah, today. So, I mean, anything can change. So, I'm not the type of person I'm just so hardcore into what I'm believing in. That, I am willing to hear more what her plan is. Because, like I said, she just announced it today. So, I don't expect her to give me a full laid out agenda for our people the first day. Right. You know what I mean? So,
and everybody, no matter what candidate, some things you're going to weigh with and sit with. Some it might be just where you can't rock with them. So
yeah. So all I'm saying is just hold out and listen to what they got to say. Like this don't be voting because, like I say, it's just for tokenism or symbolism, and see they really are for us or to benefit us.
And speaking of dump, what about this government shutdown, man? That's some fuckboy shit. That's so you know, man. That's
you know what and I blame both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Both sides.
I mean, like people trying. Y'all be giving Trump way too much credit. Like we know he ain't that smart. You know what I mean? It's a group effort. You know what I mean, for both sides. You know what I mean? Because like I say, the Democrats, there's still rich white people on that side too. Like they don't feel any differently about than the Republicans. And oftentimes we see them buddy. You know what I mean? Case in point, Bush's funeral, Bush's funeral. Right, we seen George W. Bush all hugged up with Michelle, you know what I mean? Like, they buddy, Or when he died, we saw some of the same black politicians talk about how great a president he was. You know what I mean? So it's like, come on now. But, so I blame both sides. So they both sides, and if you are affected by the shutdown, don't just put on one man. That's the whole government.
Right, that's true.
I blame everybody. Yeah, but hopefully, it comes to the end real soon because it is the longest shutdown that we ever had.
His whole thing about the wall and Mexicans, whatever. We already know that's some bull. But the thing about it is the Super Bowl could be one of the biggest things that's prone to terrorism attacks, especially being in, it's on grounds in Atlanta. You're not paying the TSA agents. So anything is you never know what is going to get smuggled in. That's the bigger problem, what you need to think about. Like,
it's scary.
It's scary, man.
Me personally, man. I won't be nowhere in the city for Super Bowl because now Atlanta is more of a target now because of things that we have now. I mean, not just New York no more. You know, and you talk about Super Bowl, it's like a world event. Like, yeah, people from all over the world coming down for this game. I mean, you talk about nosebleed tickets starting at $3,000. You know what I mean? And people come in and spending money, and somebody will try to make some type of horrible statement. The other place they may try to do it. You know what I mean?
I seen a post on social media, and they were referring to Kanye West. You know, when he was saying that slavery was a choice. Now people are not working and still going to work. If this was hypothetically, which I pray it does not happen, to go on for a year, and Congress and everybody is still getting paid, what would the American people do? You know, if they're not eating, they're losing mortgages, homes, families. At what point is it enough? I like how bad are they willing to let the people suffer, man? You know, because it's a sad thing all the way around.
Because government blow money all the time. I mean, just be real. And then, like you said, you know, it really not about keeping out immigrants, because if they really didn't want any Hispanics here, like, the cost of living would be so high. You know what I mean? Deep out the houses, or even fast food. I mean, it'd be ridiculous. I mean, there's a lot more going on that you have to look into with that. But I find it. I don't want to say it was funny, but I just found it interesting that everybody was canceling Kanye for his comments, and then everything he said is happening. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you are working for free technically right now. And then it wasn't until recently back pay was even guaranteed, because in the beginning it wasn't guaranteed to get back pay either. So you usually be hoping you get it.
I didn't know. I hadn't heard about the back pay being guaranteed. Last I heard, it was still up in there.
Yeah.
So at least, okay, that's more of an incentive to keep going. But damn.
Yeah. So and that's what I heard. It's like, I don't even know it's fully true, but because in the past it wasn't guaranteed. You know what I mean? So, but I'm interested in see what people gonna do what they got to do. I mean, like I said, how long you gonna do it?
Speaking of politics, though, man, your girl Cardi B, boy, she.
Oh man.
Let me tell you, I rock with Cardi. Say what you want to. Nicki ain't never said nothing like that. Cardi is just so real with it, man.
Yeah.
She ain't no puppeteer. You know, a Muppet. You know, she ain't that. You know, whether you agree with her or not, you know, she got a voice and she let it be heard, man.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't agree with everything she say or does, but I respect her for her honesty.
I respect her heart.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing I can say, she say something, I know it's her. You know what I mean? Right, you know, it's not gonna be PC or anything like that. It's gonna be all her, and regardless how you take it. But her going at Tommy Lauren though is like, you can go at her any kind of way. It ain't like she was talking, you know, anybody important. I mean, because Tommy is a troll herself. So
right.
You know, so Cardi said she gonna dog walk her. Like, yeah, do it. Like, I wouldn't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, gotta ask you, man. What's the problem with black people owning more?
Man.
What's the limit? Master P said it was no limit.
Man, when I first saw that clip, man, you know, it goes back to our mentality, man. When people say stupid stuff, in their mind, it wasn't stupid. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I be thinking about. What in their mind made it seem like, okay, you know, this was an intelligent thing to say. You know what I mean? Right. And then, not only that, it's not just one person's opinion. For her to say that, she knew other people thinks that. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of people do think that. And then one person made a point too. And, you know, to catch y'all up, we talking about the podcast Everyday Struggle with DJ Academics and Nadeska and Wayno. It really hadn't been the same since Joe Budden left that show. And they try to, you know, piggyback off the Breakfast Club. Well, Soulja Boy is on the press run. So he had the same exact outfit he had on at the Breakfast Club. So
no, he switched it.
He did? Yeah, he had the same. Well, he's having the same headband, I guess.
Yeah, he had that. He kept his shoulder.
Yeah, and so he on the press run. So he just hitting up any way he can go.
He got 30 in. He could switch clothes. He did.
Yeah. So, so instead of giving him a proper interview, they brought him on to troll him, basically. Like that was the attitude. And I'm glad he schooled him in on that. You know,
he did.
You know, he really did. And But I just thought that was. But when I saw the clip, man, I'm like, I wonder how many people caught what she actually just said. Like y'all talk about all the memes and how his reaction is, but you catch what she asked. You know what I mean? And she didn't say it one time. She said about 2-3 times because she wanted that question to be heard by him. Like, so she didn't fall back on it. You know what I mean? And but this one person made I forget who said it online, but they made a real good point. And they said if Diddy or Jay-Z was on that show, you wouldn't ask them why you have so many businesses.
Right.
So why, you know what I mean? So why you asking Soulja Boy that?
Right.
And you wouldn't dare say that to Diddy's face like that.
And it's funny that you say that because it brings me back to an old interview. Forgot that Indian guy. He a little asshole dude. And he was the one that took the interview Michael Jackson and had him up there in the tree and shit like a fucking monkey and shit. But anyway, he had interviewed Puff some years back. It's an interview back. He asked Puff some shit, and I respect how Puff checked his ass. He one of Puff's sons, I think it was the oldest kid.
Probably Justin.
No, the actor dude was a Christian.
King Holmes. No, that's the artist.
Christian.
Okay, yeah.
The one Kim Porter, and I'll be sure that him.
Okay.
So he had like a sweet 16 birthday party or something, and Puff bought him a car. It was some shit. It was some whatever, you know. So it was shit
fancy foreign car.
It was some shit you would expect Puffy's child to have. And then he got like 2 cars or some shit. He got another fancy ass car, some shit. You know, that's what you do. You know your lifestyle. You can't judge somebody's lifestyle because you can't even fathom that shit. And he asked Puff, did he think, he was spoiling his child, or it was, not teaching him responsibility? And Puff was like, would you ask, I think, Donald Trump or some other white people, when they buy their kids shit? It was like, that was their whole comeback full circle. That was their whole shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you ask me that?
Right.
I'm in that caliber with them. This ain't average Joe Schmo. You teaching your kid. I'm in a whole different league you can't even play with. So you wouldn't play with them like that. Why you gonna play with me like that?
Yeah, it makes it worse because this time it came from somebody who looked just like her. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that was the equivalent of asking him why so many businesses. It was like some real ignorant shit like that.
Yeah. I'm glad you checked that. And like I said, man, I might not agree with everything that dude is doing, but at least he doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we had to get out of that mindset, man. Like, we so quick we still base our opinions by what white media tells us, and we don't even know it. You know what I mean? You want to hate things that they tell us to hate. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like, where else do you get that from? You know what I mean? Like, it should be normal to see somebody like us, looking like us, having multiple businesses and congratulating them or asking them to support. But for you to go be triggered to do something totally opposite, that's programming.
And the thing about it was, we ain't spending no time on that. But what I didn't like about it, because it could have been, if it wasn't so much negative vibes towards it, it could have been a teaching experience if you could have asked him, so you got so many businesses, what makes you try this? What makes you try that? Because then you know what I'm saying, you enlightening the audience. Okay, damn, hey, okay. If he just did that ain't in his main business. That's a good idea. Maybe I could do something similar, and that's my main focus. He ain't putting 100% in there. I could go hard too. He sharing game. You ain't ask him nothing if he done made some money.
You're right.
It's almost like people.
He showed him. He showed him.
He showed him how much money he made. Notice people always listen to a broke motherfucker, but the motherfucker who made money, he was like, you ain't listening to him. Everything he did may not been right, but he done learned from his experience. He ain't got this motherfucker. He ain't got no experience.
Right.
Ain't nobody say follow the blueprint, but damn, listen to him.
Yeah.
Peep some game.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Speaking of peeping some game, the whole surviving R. Kelly, that shit ran wild for the last few weeks. As I told you before, I've been over R. Kelly.
Me too.
And my thing was, I didn't need a fucking TV show to not let me tell me not to fuck with R. Kelly. It's like, man, I just, like, me personally, is like, once I see you do some hoe ass shit, it makes me see everything else. So, you heard about the stories with Aaliyah, boom, whatever, we know that. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It was, They let that ride. Mm-hmm. Then the P-tape, the shit let that ride. But when I knew he was a bitch was when they was at the Boaster Bethel concert with Jay-Z that night. I was there in Madison Square Garden, and this fuck ass nigga come on stage and said somebody was flashing a gun. You can't get a gun in Madison Square Garden, brother. That's shit, no. But you could have killed. Imagine if people start running and trample, cause you was on some whole shit. You how many people? That's when I was like, all right, you did something to me. Fuck, you could have cost me my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? So all this other shit is like, why now?
Yeah.
And like I say, when we were speaking about R. Kelly, because you know he just got out of this deal with RCA, and as me and you were talking before it happened, you know we were talking about different things we were seeing online. I'm like, yo, that's a win for him. They're breaking his contract. He's gonna get millions of dollars. And then they talking about what streaming services people may not hold, but this is the thing, that deal is non-disclosed. I bet you that motherfucker walked away with his goddamn masters. I bet you his way. I can't see him because he did nothing to breach his contract.
His accusations.
RCA didn't want to smoke.
Yeah.
So we know he got millions, and it's a non-disclosed agreement. If the motherfucker walked away with his masters, he still, you know, if he don't go to jail 4 or 5 years from now, if he walk, all this shit'll die. He'll put out more music. He'll apologize. Niggas gonna be stepping in the name of love and all that shit. Like I say, man, you know, R. Kelly, that motherfucker gonna get richer and richer and richer. And like I say, our thing is as black men is like, fuck R. Kelly. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. But you gotta go out for them other motherfuckers too. And it's like all y'all black women, a lot of times y'all be super capping for these white causes, but they don't be capping for y'all causes. Especially when they kill y'all sons, the Trayvon Martins, shit like that. They don't be out there capping like that. So it's like you cap. I mean, that's all we saying. Just play it fair. Go after them too.
Yeah.
All of them got to go.
Honestly, I think that's the only reason that
don't be selective about it and don't make. And they pretty much made R. Kelly the poster boy for that shit. Is he was the worst one?
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I think the only reason he's free because he was pissed on the black girl. Like I truly believe that he pissed on the white girl on camera. He wouldn't even be alive right now. I think they would kill him before he made it to court. I mean, I think that's the only reason he ran free for so long. Like I said, like again, I feel like, and like I said, not to say he not wrong. He definitely is wrong, but. You letting white media detect your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all shouldn't be up in the uproar right now. That should have happened over about 15 years ago. You know what I mean? Like you get mad now, and like I said, I didn't like the way Lifetime produced it. It was really to me. When I watched it, and I was late watching it. Like you know, it didn't come off as a documentary to me. It came off like a messy. Witch hunt slash.
And rightfully so though. But the thing is, we just saying be fair with it.
Yeah, definitely, man. So again, because I saw there's a lot of people in the wrong. Him definitely the most of all people. But man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was so thinking like I was listening to Parent's story. Like, why the fuck were you doing that? Like,
I'm going in.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, because one set of parents said, yeah, you know, we took our underage daughter to one of his concerts. Why do you take your daughter to R. Kelly concert in the first place?
Because she too young.
You know what I mean? Like some of this stuff, like, why you put it there? Sparkle when she told her story. Why you bring your niece? Like, you just said you saw how he was acting. And yeah, you was so arrogant. You brought your niece in there anyway.
Why did you think it wasn't going to happen to you?
Right, you that arrogant, you think that couldn't happen to you. You know what I mean? Like some of this stuff, man, I'm like, come on now, bro. Cause we all know he ain't that smart. You know, I didn't know he knew how to read and write like that. Like, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but see, I look at it like that's like some dyslexia type of shit. So I mean, this shit, it is what it is. I don't think it's a difference between. I hate even use this as an example. Shout out my Aunt Barbara. She told me this shit years ago. There's a difference between being uneducated and dumb. What I mean by that is I don't think R. Kelly is stupid. He can't read. And my Aunt Barbara made this analogy. Sorry, Aunt Barbara. She was comparing Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. She was like, that nigga ran the dumb. She was like, Mike just ain't never had a proper education. And as you see, as Mike get older, Mike sounds smarter and shit. And Randall still was like, whoa. Hit him. So we just clowning everybody.
Yeah. Oh man, that's hilarious. But I mean, that's real though. Yep, that's real.
But yeah, man, and then also, bruh. So, speaking of, the silent protests, how do you feel? I think the silent protests. Are you gonna watch the Super Bowl though? Since you're not going, because you silent protesting because you really just got your TV on. You can drink you a Fiesta soda. You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah, like I don't mess with I don't mess with Papa John's, but I'm still gonna show up and get that free pizza though.
It's crazy. I hear people talk shit. Papa John's was my favorite spot, but I ain't been able to fuck with it since. People say Papa John's shit now. I fuck with Papa John, but I ain't been able to fuck with it.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. After the whole thing went down Papa John's, the very next weekend, I drive down Callan Road. And I see a line of black folks getting Papa John pizza. I was like, hey, y'all niggas didn't get the memo. Y'all didn't care. I was like, man, all that was like my people. Dang, and it ain't like it's a small town where that's the only one serving pizza. Like, we live in Atlanta, bro. It's plenty of options, you know what I mean? But them niggas chose Papa John. Cause I think they had, cause after the whole thing went down, I think they had like buy one, get one free deal. They try to make it up to the people. And what we do, line right up. I was like, God dang. We so damn weak as a people, man. Like, man, that's funny. But yeah.
Cool. Before we round this one out, before we round it out, Manny Pacquiao!
Yeah.
Man, Adrian Bronner, dog.
No,
you got robbed. Dog, they robbed you, man. I feel you. I feel you, dog. I understand your plight, dog. They stole your nigga, you got your ass. Fuck all that nigga.
But you missed the whole point. You missed the whole point about the silent protest, though.
Oh, my bad, homie.
Dame Dash.
I know. That's what my whole point was.
Yeah, but we didn't explain what we were doing.
Everything, man.
We didn't explain.
Everything what's understood ain't got to be said.
Yeah, people lost.
No, but I don't care, man. We do a lot of sarcasm in this show. They got to come catch up. You can't explain.
No, I got to explain that because I thought it was funny. Dame Dash he's on the press run too. He just released a book called Culture Vultures or some shit. But anyway, he did an interview with Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon has a great podcast called Cannon's Class.
Yes, he does.
And it was an hour-long interview. And I love watching Dame Dash interviews because, like anybody else, he's human. Like, I don't take everything as fact. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, sort through the BS. But anyway, he talked about the whole Leah thing because he was engaged to Leah before she died. And so Nick Cannon was like, yo, you can't talk about R. Kelly because you was in that Fiesta video. And then, Dame Dash like, nah, bro, I had nothing to do with that album. I was the silent protest. I wasn't even in the scene with that man. And, I'm looking at it like, bro, you still in the video. Like, you didn't have to be in that video. If you had nothing to do with it, you're not rapping on it, you ain't singing, why was you there? Seen or not, you still in that video. You know what I mean? And I just thought like, but yeah, that's how that silent protest sounds. Like, you still look dumb. Like, you can't say all this shit. And we can go pull it up like, well, you sitting here pouring drinks with the ladies, like, and talk about how much you didn't like them. Like, you can't do that. You know what I mean?
I want to thank my man Black Ice for breaking that shit down for the can't get right section of the viewers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing all that shit. Yeah. You got to keep up. That's my dog right there.
I want to understand, man.
He gonna come back and get you. I'm gonna keep this shit going. I'm gonna slow down, but you ain't gonna catch up. He gonna at least circle back around.
I mean, I want people to see the interview too because I really thought it was a good interview.
All day. And definitely dope.
And outside the whole music thing, like I said, man, I look at stuff differently. Like when I watch stuff, I think different. I had different questions than anybody else be having. Mm-hmm. So while they were breaking down the whole Aaliyah thing and the R. Kelly thing, my question was, if Dame Dash and Jay-Z was so close, me and you were pretty close. You engaged to somebody. Why? And she was raped. Why would I be making a whole album and a tour with her rapist, knowing that we cool? I'm sorry, and I just feel like nobody didn't really go into that, but that would cross my mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause, you know, but I understand, like, a lot of people don't like saying things about Jay-Z because, you know, they had this thing about Jay-Z. I don't care. But you know, I never cared for him. I respect his success.
No,
I give him that.
He's one of my favorite artists, but
I never cared for
I'm
him
not
either.
one of the ones that, like, he can't do no wrong.
Yeah. But I'm thinking, like, you know, y'all put the dude on this pedestal. And like I say, man, I don't have to like your music to respect what you've done in business. He been in the game for a long time, did a lot of smart moves. I'm not going to take that away from him. But I can't help but to question, though, you know, there's a time Rockefeller had a dynasty, bro. Like, you talk about Rockefeller, Rough Riders, Cash Money. That was an era. You know what I mean? And Jay-Z and Dame Dash was supposed to be like buddy and business partners. And if I know your girl that you engaged to was raped by a guy that interested in working with me, I don't care how much money involved. I couldn't see myself doing it. And then the first single was Not Guilty. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, to me, there should be something we thought about. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I question that dude's character, bro. Like, that says a lot. To me, that says a lot without saying nothing.
You question whose character?
Jay-Z. Like, you know what I mean? I heard other rumors about Dame Dash, but to me, there was those rumors until they confirmed. All I know for a fact that he was engaged to Aaliyah. And I know for a fact they all knew each other. Y'all and Rockefeller's in business together. And you went on a whole tour. And really, it probably the best of both worlds, too. You know what I mean? And it just didn't happen. And knowing you doing all that, knowing that your boy, your closest boy, is engaged to somebody that said that raped her. I was hard, though. I can't do it. But I just want to say that. I just thought that was a perspective that nobody didn't speak on, that just crossed my mind. And then the timing of it, shortly after that, Rockefeller kind of broke down.
Well, it's a whole nother perspective that I'm just gonna be quiet.
Yeah, about. But I mean, I'm not saying they broke down because of that.
It ain't gonna. No.
Yeah, but I just thought that was interesting.
Respect. You know, it's a whole lot of, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, you can go ahead, bro. I just had to put that out there.
No, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
So okay, it's your boys, Ice Blue and Black Ice, Black and Blue. Turn back in. Peace out.